league. Need this motherfucking dub better than a bitch.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Jackson going to keep it. And he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Shit, I forgot about
that.
Jackson.
There, 21 yards.
That is definitely what we call a defense and uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The Ravens at 8-1 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. They go again with Blue. Good footwork at the 30. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go with Blue between the tackles. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun.
Oh, fuck that out.
Rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Deep to return is Darius Davis. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry.
How you going to fucking stop?
They bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Jackson. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. 2nd and 10.
Mitchell.
No, we changed it.
On the play. 2nd and 10. At the Cowboys' 39-yard line.
To throw is Jackson.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Middle. Hey, middle.
On 3rd down, Henry. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They keep it with Henry on first down.
Man, why you going inside? What the fuck was
He
that?
reached the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell them?
This is caught.
What is going on, fellas?
Baltimore. Justice Hill, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
You have to throw in the towel.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Here's Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
On first down, it's Blue.
No, get the fuck out of
here.
here.
Into the end zone.
Dang.
Hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
17 yards brings up a 2nd down at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he's going to be hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw is Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score. Ravens 14. Cowboys 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jackson now. And he slings one that's incomplete.
He was defended by Deron Bland.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Now it's Jackson. And this is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. He finds his man. Complete.
I can hear you.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Henry up the middle.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Luke now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a... Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. 3rd and 5. Prescott. He had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
Oh, wow, he just blocked me back.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here's Jackson to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Hey, report. Sit up.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Torrey Horton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to air one out. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They begin with a carry for Blue. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
18-yard line.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 there. The Cowboys have a first. And the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
They hand it off. It's Blue. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third.
They'll try to run for it with Blue. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, 57 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the Derrick Henry all alone. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On to give, this is Blue. They juked him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 93 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff now. It's Gray with it. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
That is caught by Lamb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
He is tackled at the 27-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 7.
19 sacks.
Here's Milton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, You start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
inside handoff. Henry. 5 yards on the play there. The drive will continue. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff running left. Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Horton. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down, Dallas.
Prescott now. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the one touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Pat to 60. Pat to 60. Let go.
Here's Blue. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Give him 18 on the play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Alpha, sit on. Hey, sit on.
Jackson, option right. He gives it up. Stiff-armed him. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 167 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trayvon Diggs, usually known for interceptions. Here he gets the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. But he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
3rd and 2.
Sit on! Sit on! 180! Ready, shot! Sit on!
The pitch to Henry. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's Jackson. Now he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A nice gain at 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
I get suspended for shit like this.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away.
Crazy.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
Now Bloom trying the right side. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah. Here we go.
Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks him. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helped seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
180. Shut up.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humped.